Hey everyone, welcome back to DemDMs. My name is Matt.
I'm Panda Ghost.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Kabon.
And today we're going to be continuing with our Season 2 reaction and watch through of Legend of Vox Machina, this time Episode 6. This show, I think, is just getting, more and more interesting as we go. We got to see a lot more of Keyleth's backstory, right, in this past episode. And I think we're kind of getting some teases at maybe some of the other characters as well. So that'll be real exciting to get into. I think, one of the things that makes this show so interesting is that we do have this ensemble cast, right? So we're going to have to, at some point, pass the camera off, if you will, or the spotlight off to a different character. And I like that this season has kind of been able to kind of take episode by episode approach rather than just kind of going all in one story like we did last season with Percy. So it's good to kind of get a little bit more diversification, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys are wanting to ask us any questions about anything that you've been seeing in the reaction or anything else, in any of the other videos, be sure that you look down in the comment section. We posted a link to a video there announcing a Q&A video that we're going to be doing. So if you guys want to ask questions about Legend of Vox Machina at all, or D&D, or us as a channel, whatever you want to talk about, put down your questions in the comment section of that video, and we'll try to answer them as best we can. So keep an eye out for that. But until then, let's just slide on into the episode.
Gladiator fight. Good old gladiator. Horses.
Getting a little bloodlusty there, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this an actual thing, or is this a dream that he's having?
It's either a dream or maybe something that the sword is giving him.
Yeah, it feels a little brutal.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards it. Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Lord.
there it is. Oh.
Yeah, it's one of the things as a DM you want to, you don't want your character to be cursed the entire time. So you try to find ways for them to, break free of it, right? Either occasional other checks to get out of it, or,
Or maybe
because otherwise,
find another way to,
you know,
use it.
Yeah, if your other players or your other characters don't know that they're cursed, it's kind of hard for you to be make that a thing, right? You want to try to give hints as you go along, right?
Didn't get enough sleep?
Huh? Of course I did. Lots of sleep. With really nice dreams where no one died.
That deception check isn't fooling anyone, buddy.
Quiet, you!
Who you talking to, big guy?
No, the trees. Yeah, Keyleth taught me. Good luck with the termites, tree.
Maybe you could ask her for help.
Ask the matron of ravens. Somehow I doubt she'd listen.
You could try. The entire range is eternally cold. Well, except for Pyra. There's a myth about it, actually. 1,000...
Maybe we just save the myth?
I'm as cold as a corpse, and I'd rather not repeat that experience. Oh, no, Percy, I didn't mean...
No, please take it. I'm fine.
The guilt.
Here,
Yeah.
let me help.
Oh, hey, neat trick.
Not bad.
Come here.
Whoa, hey, Grog, what are you...
Don't you worry, Scanlin. Uncle Groggy's
Hey,
gonna
no,
keep you warm.
Huh, this is actually kind of cozy.
What's this now? Ancient
Probably a
runes?
good sign.
Don't touch the
What
obelisk.
do they mean?
Just want an excuse to
Gonna get
find
bored
them
of this?
again.
Yeah, right.
More pillars.
It's cool. We're seeing a typical D&D puzzle, right?
Maybe if I...
Trying everything to figure it out.
Clever.
There you are.
Oh, okay.
You all coming or what?
Anybody home?
What is this place? The temple. An old
Rob.
one.
Aren't they all?
Not this old.
We were sent by Osisa.
My mate sent you? It's been centuries. I am Kamal Giori, keeper of the knowledge you seek. But before I reveal it, you must prove your worth in a challenge.
Yes, we sort of assumed.
Wound me.
Sorry, back up. Did you say wound you?
In my eons of life, I have never felt pain.
Guys,
I'd go with the
Death
70
Gorgon
Death
sound
Gorgons.
cool as fuck.
Does
Yeah.
Let's do
does
that
emotional damage count?
Wound the Sphinx.
Dude, is as old as time and he's never felt pain?
Are we? We're in another dimension.
Each of you will have a chance to wound me in a one-on-one battle. Who dares go first?
I'll go. I'm not letting anything happen to you again.
You won't be able to overpower him.
Brawn's not really my thing.
But it's a win-win situation. You wound him, you feed it, it's good. Okay, maybe not so much.
You've been touched by the matron of ravens.
What do you know about that?
A heavy burden being the matron's champion.
Laser beam.
And there he goes.
Oh shit.
What did you do to him?
Your brother lives,
He'll be
but he will
fine.
fall in the void forever. Unless one of you can succeed.
Wait! There's gotta be another way!
Emotional damage.
Who?
For once, he's the one that's, you know,
Inspiring
Sensible, yeah.
yeah, right?
and futile. And you, all jokes and no heart.
Before you vanquish me, oh mighty Sphinx, allow me a moment of
It's just
utter...
mockery. Actual emotional
Sincerity.
damage.
Yeah, right?
Wish you could see her.
The love ballad. Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is what we're doing.
Dude, this is a jam.
Yeah, it is.
That was something.
Wow. Yeah, I kind of want to listen to that again.
They releasing that on Spotify?
Yeah, they better. Oh god, the emotional damage.
damage.
I called it.
No other has before.
You gotta be shitting me. That worked?
You must know true love in your life.
Oh, yeah. Actually... I have no one.
Perhaps you need to stop looking for love and let love find you.
Like, it's okay, bro. I know your pain.
Yeah, you just gave it to me.
Finally got a Scanlan moment,
Who do
though.
we have to thank
Yeah,
for
no,
that?
definitely earned
What
it.
rhymes with your eyes so lovely?
How about... nice thighs, yo, touch me?
This is the wisest sage I've ever known.
Oh my god.
He's gonna tell us where all the other vestiges are.
Not quite, wise one. You will reveal them yourselves. The vestige known as Myth Carver, connected to all myths and legends, including the other vestiges.
Myth Carver,
Shiny.
show me something good. Whoa. Guys, I'm somewhere else. There's a weird sky, pink mountains, and a crazy forest with upside-down waterfalls. Reminds me of a drug trip.
Feywild?
Sounds sort of like the Fey realm.
Now I'm in a city. It looks familiar. I think it's Western. And it's been invaded. There's a bunch of dudes who look like Grog. One's got a vestige. Big, giant gauntlets. What was that?
You've been followed.
Everyone get
Oh,
down!
it's a Durgan!
Yep.
Ooh.
Come on, we gotta jump in.
Got the hang of this now. Oi, up
I
here!
would hate to be in the middle of that.
Hey, get off him!
Some blood for your sword.
It's like, not my best bro.
Oh man.
Cammy! No!
Thank you for showing me Osisa once more.
No.
That's a
man.
departure.
The vestige is mine. Nothing can stop the Chroma Conclave. I hunger for blood.
Step it up, Keyleth.
Come on, just give him the blood.
Grog! We gotta go! Grog!
Yeah,
What are you
it's gonna be
doing?
that.
We gotta leave!
Oh,
What?
shit.
Oh.
Oh
fuck.
man.
It's all fun and games till someone gets impaled.
Oh, they're probably not going to their destination.
Are they splitting up? Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, looks like it.
Where are we?
Very well.
Yeah. All right.
Oh god, here we go.
They just gotta leave us off on a.
One more, man.
One
Yeah,
more.
One more.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right.
Oh, all right. Okay, I got you ask you, Matt, because you
Sure.
seen campaign 1. Did that happen? Did it happen in campaign 1?
No.
Okay.
So in the campaign, they go to the Sphinx to find out where the rest of the vestiges are.
All right.
And they end up fighting him, I believe,
Okay.
as we kind of see here. And then they, defeat him. I think similar to the way that they're doing here, like they had to solve the riddle. I think maybe it was a little bit more combat related, though. I'm not positive exactly how they concluded it. But the dragon was not there.
Oh.
There was not an awesome dragon v Sphinx fight.
Oh.
And the Sphinx did not die. So
Okay,
it's
so
a
that was
very
just- all right.
gruff departure. Now, I will say I don't think the Sphinx comes into play again at all through the rest of the campaign, so it really doesn't hurt the story to kill him here. In fact, it kind of gives Scanlan actually more of a personal stake, I would say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Plus, it gives the Sphinx a reason to not show up again.
Yeah, but I gotta say, man, what they did with Scanlan's song there and stuff like that was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that song, man.
Man,
It was really good.
yeah, that's speaking as a music guy myself. That was pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this makes me want you to play a bard that much more, Kabon.
Yeah,
That's
right.
all have to say.
I really need to do. I really need to actually do that for if we end up doing another let's play. Like I should just actually do a bard and actually do that, and rather than just go ahead and do something else that's not a bard. Because why do
Yeah.
I do that?
Yeah. But yeah, and then we see Mythcarver here, another vestige of divergence, seemingly they had and then lost. Now, in the game, I think Scanlan might have already had it. Not positive on that, but didn't know that it was a vestige, possibly. And because he absolutely refused to use swords throughout the entire thing, so he's like, want this thing, because Sam was trying to be more like a lover, not a fighter type mentality, right?
That's fair.
So, but obviously, he picks it up once Mythcarver becomes more useful. But I think it's described more of like a rapier in the game and possibly some of the art. So it's just surprising to see it more of like a long sword or short sword.
Yeah.
Which is, either way, it's neat. It just very much reminds me of Thundercats, which I think might be intentional.
Give me sight
but-
beyond sight.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, all in all, just really cool, man. That fight between the Sphinx and the dragon was really neat.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, and I think I think we're gonna see another fight with Umbrasyl, the Black Dragon here, again yet this season.
I think they're setting up for that a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they're trying to show like the first time you really weren't able to do anything to it. Once you have the vestiges, it becomes a little bit easier, right? Is maybe what they're going for here. So we might see that happen later in the season. It's interesting because we're kind of going, 1-to-1 episode getting a new vestige right now, for the most part, aside from maybe not last episode, with the Keyleth stuff. But we're kind of spanning the breadth of like 60 episodes right now, condensing it down to 1 20-minute episode. So
I mean, depending on how they're trying to tell the story, I guess it's needed, but
yeah, I mean, they're definitely cutting out a lot of the filler and things like that, right?
Yeah.
That aren't as required. But yeah, I'm excited to see going into the Feywild. What's interesting is I'm pretty sure all of the characters were there for that one. So I'm not sure. Maybe they're in the Feywild as well, just a different part of the Feywild.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, we just don't know. We have no idea where those three went, and hell, I don't even know how the hell Pike's doing.
Yeah, that was
wherever they
surprising.
are, they're going to need to get some medical attention for Pike, probably.
Yeah, like
More
ASAP.
than, probably spells.
Yeah, I just hope that it's not played for a cheap shock factor, right?
Right.
Sure.
I mean, because
Yeah.
from what it sounds like, this was not something that happened in the original campaign, and I'm just hoping that they don't use it as like a, big shock thing right before you have to wait another week. You know what I mean? Like it feels like that, and like I'm not, I don't care for that kind of tactic, right?
Yeah, especially after we just had the whole same thing pretty much with Vex.
Yeah,
right?
with Vex.
But
yeah,
also,
and
like,
the thing with Vex at least felt like because that moment basically defined the rest of the campaign. It felt justified. This is not that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, she seemed wounded. She didn't seem dead. And I think what this really is trying to do is break up Grog and Craven Edge. Right, like finally cement like something's wrong with Grog. We need to take care of this, and that did happen around this time, I think, of where they kind of recognized it. And also, we have to remember that Ashley Johnson was gone for a major part of this campaign, so her character's up for grabs of what all they do with her. I think for the most part, because she has a lot of gaps in the story that she. Wasn't a part of. Yeah. It all depends on where they are, right? In my mind, I think the smart thing would be to have them go somewhere near Westrun, where Pike and them are from, to maybe get help from someone they know, and then you kind of get foothold into what's going on in Westrun, and apparently Grog's hesitance to go there, right?
Yeah, and also like maybe
also.
Reveal a little bit more about like their history too while they're there.
Sure.
So that would make sense then.
Yeah, have some more flashbacks, with the two of them and things like that. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they use this as a point to speed up the story, if you would, if they're splitting the story to tell the story a little faster, that's okay, right?
Yeah. Yeah, again, it all comes down to kind of what they're doing with that, right?
Right.
Yeah. I also think that if like Keyleth and them are doing the A story, the stuff that actually happened in the campaign, it's okay to take a few characters back if you wanted to focus on like Grog's backstory or Grog and Pike's backstory.
Sure. I mean, the Feywild really relies more heavily on Vex, and to an extent also Vax, because of certain things that we'll probably get into later. So like you don't really need Grog in them there, right? It's just it'll be interesting to see what happens. There's some elements to the Feywild that might become problematic with certain things that happen when you go there. So we'll see if that
Yeah.
comes into play. You know, I mean, other things that kind of are standing out to me, right? They're kind of showing off the power of the vestiges every now and again, right? Like we're seeing Vax kind of using that in combat more and getting used to that feeling, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I think we're gonna continue to see him kind of figuring what that vestige is, you know, connected to and what that means, right? We had the Sphinx here say like, oh, that's a really big deal and kind of a bad thing for your life. You know, it's kind of a huge burden, you know. It's just kind of teasing, you know, what that could mean. And I think until we get like a definitive time where he's kind of looking into that, we're not going to know exactly what that means, right?
Right.
So we probably will get some of that yet this season as well. But yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I also like how they kind of shrunk and grew the magic weapon, right? That's neat because then you can kind of justify why, like, you know, if you as a human get a weapon from a giant, right, a magical item, how do you use that magical item, right? Well, maybe the magic item can shrink because it's attuned to you, right? So that makes that a little bit more interesting. But yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely I would say the right way to do something like that.
Well, if you guys want to keep going along with us, you're going to have to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when the next episode in this reaction series comes out. And, you know, continue along with us on some of our other content as well as if you want to submit questions to us about, you know, anything you've seen here or any, you know, thing else in some of our other videos, be sure to check out that Q&A announcement video to submit your questions for that video as well. But until next time, we'll see you when we slide into DemDMs. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.